Big Millie is in the building, man.
It's the biggest boss, Ricky Rose. Hit your boy up on Twitter at Ricky Rose.
What's up, y'all? My name is Weezy Up, baby.
Clap your hands, everybody!
It's the Good Tymez Show.
Yo, what's going on? This is Drizzy Drake. Young Money, yeah. Young Money, yeah. Young Money, yeah.
Vibes, can you hear me? Vibes.
Hey, I'm Nicki Minaj.
You're tuned in to the Good Tymez Show.
I ain't gonna talk to you to death, man. You know what I'm saying? This here commercial-free hip-hop and R&B. And this here the T.I. Takeover. And this here the T.I. Takeover.
I'm glad to be back, man. It's a blessing to be on the radio, be able to see y'all again, man. It's great.
What it do, people? You here on the Good Tymez Show. I got the big homie right now on the line. We're going to talk about him having Obama, you know, his movement. You just had him at the 40-40. Also, I want the young generation to know that, you know, you came from nothing. You know, you came from the hood. You took nothing from and flipped it into something. And I want you to kind of iterate for those that know. Everybody knows you. You're the biggest superstar around the world. But for those that don't know, we're going to start from the Marcy's and we're going to work our way up. So let's iterate, you know, starting from you from the hood. You're from the Marcy's. Yeah. The projects.
I grew up in Marcy Projects, which is Brooklyn, New York City, Bedford-Stuyvesant, which is a really rough area, and right up in the heart of it. And you know, we had great days. We played outside the Johnny Pump, and you know, which is the water, the fire hydrant, and you know, the ice cream man, and you know, just normal childhood. But some days when it got bad, people were shooting outside at 12 noon on Sundays and things like that. You know, so it was very normal. But it got really, when the calm was broken, it was the juxtaposition between the two were very far.
So like, when did you know that, okay, hip hop, this is what I want to do? Like, when did you first start writing and know this is what you wanted to do?
Like 9 years old, around 9, I'd seen a guy in the neighborhood who was just outside freestyling about what everyone in the neighborhood had on. And he, you know, attracted this big crowd, and it was like just so fun, and I was so fascinated by it. And that's pretty much when rap was really hitting. I just started writing from there.
Right. So now, coming from Marcy's, from Marcy, you rap, start writing at 9. You go through the street, you go through the street vibes, you go through everything. You drop albums. You at the peak of your world. You got everybody behind you. What made you all of a sudden just say, you know what, I'm finna change my lane of rap? Because now you kind of rap different. You don't rap the same anymore.
Yeah, only because I'm you know, I've grown up through this rap thing. You know, you got to figure when most rap artists are popular, they're 18 and 19 years old. They're kids themselves. So you know, that's how kids talk in the street, and they come from a rough neighborhood. So you know, they're a little more desensitized. You know, so. And self-esteem is low because in these neighborhoods we're all taught that we're less than and we're not equal to everyone else in the world. So they're fighting against that, against the self-esteem and against ego and against everyone ignoring us from that point. And they're young, right? And we're like young at that time. You know, I just want one of the rappers who chose to mature with my music. You know, a lot of times people are scared of that because rap, for the most part, is a young man's game. It's all about the gift of discovery and who's the new guy. You know, so you constantly competing with that. So, you know, as artists tend to get, you know, and onto their third and fourth album, they still try to compete with what's new instead of growing up and showing a different way. Because we all love music and we all love rap music, no matter what. We turn off rap music at a certain point because the subject matter in the songs just doesn't relate to our lives at that specific moment. Because the artists that are doing it, they're making they're making songs for a younger generation. You know, I just chose to really identify with my truths other than try to cater to a specific audience, you know, because you know, I found that truth in my music as opposed to finding the next hot thing or whatever is trendy at the moment.
That's dope. That's dope. All right, so let's get to it. You got Obama on the speed dial. I mean, you had Obama at the 40-40. Do you ever feel or fear that you might catch backlash, you know, because you're a rapper, you're pushing Obama? What made you get politically involved? Like, what stemmed from this? And then do you see a lot of biasness because he's a black president or, you know, mixed president, or however people name it? Like, what is your intake on that and your persona?
We've come a long way. Obviously, the leader of the free world, you know, in America is, you know, African-American man, and that's never happened before. So we've come a long way, but there's still undertones of racism, and there's still I mean, we still have a long way to go, which is fantastic. I think it's a great thing because actually the people that are doing this are really showing themselves and showing their true color and letting the world know that we still have a long way to go, so people don't lax on their, you know, on their laurels about, you know, there's still a fight to be had there, you know, with all the progress that we made. I think Obama has enormous challenges ahead of him. And
what is your intake on healthcare? Like, what is your that he's doing?
I think for a long time that the segment of the population has been underinsured and not taken care of, and if this is America or any country, and we care about all the citizens, not just the privileged ones, then I think it's only right that everyone is health care. I think everyone should be able to take care of themselves. Like, it's not socialist to think that way. I think it's more elitist to think the other way.
Right. Well, listen, I know you're busy, man, and the little time you gave me, I really do appreciate it. Just sum it up. Like, you got a chance to meet the president. I mean, a rapper, come from like where you came from, and now you a multi-millionaire, probably a billionaire, I'm quite sure of it. What's your take on him? Like how is he kick it?
Remarkably intelligent and charismatic person. You know those people that you see are just special. You know, from the moment that I met him, I know this guy he thinks different, and he has something different about him. He's a remarkably charismatic and intelligent guy. Yeah.
Wow. All right, man. I know you're very, very busy, man. I appreciate the call in. Keep it locked, y'all. We here on the Good Time Show.